is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another brand new video as we talk about literally some news which is about Pewdiepie and Warner Brothers and pretty much any other YouTuber that was involved with this. So technically a lot of newspapers are literally getting involved and, you know, trying to hit this big news because that way they can get really big. And even Pewdiepie pointed that out in his recent video today, which was talking about the whole exposure thing. Now, he did get one part right, I will say, which is pretty much every YouTuber that plays games for people are getting paid for those people. If someone says, hey, play my game, they're paying them to play the game, to show the game to people. So the way I see it is that, you know, he got paid for that reason, but the other part that I think is kind of wrong is the part where he took the positive part of the money. Now, Warner Brothers is fully, literally not on getting loose off of this, because literally FTC actually is going for Warner Brothers. They found out in 2015 about it, and they literally talk about it now. Now, the way I see it is they should have probably said about this years ago, well, not years ago, but at least a year ago about it, technically talking about it, because if they knew about it, why don't they talk about it? Like, literally say something. If you want to get out there, or either that, I guess maybe there's a public or a secret a classified thing where they were talking secretly to Warner Brothers saying like, hey, look, this is technically what you're doing wrong, you should not be doing that, so maybe we should try to figure something out, or we're going to go to the public. So that's probably what happened. Maybe they're waiting for a year to see what the freak they're going to do, and maybe they just didn't give a shit. I don't know. But literally in general, it went to the public. The news is out now. Everybody's going crazy over it. And at the same time, since Pewdiepie is in the name of every article, of course now people are criticizing Pewdiepie for it. But there's technically other YouTubers out there that have played this game. So the way I see it is that technically we should not be blaming just Pewdiepie. We should be blaming everybody else who played that game as well, who actually was sponsored by Warner Brothers. So the way I see it is that we should actually be blaming everybody that did the game in general, who's big on YouTube, because the way I see it is that they're all involved, not just Pewdiepie. And he also pointed out that it is also clickbait. Now, there are articles out there that are literally going against the media, which is the funny part. They are the media as well, but they're fighting against the other medias around there. Sure, okay, yes, I know, I understand, there's a competition in the media, everybody fights to get the same freaking article, I understand that completely, but it's very interesting to see that some articles out there are actually defending Pewdiepie because of clickbait, because of newspapers. Now, if you guys do not realize, literally there is actually clickbait in newspapers, you just don't realize it, but technically there is. Now, I've actually read articles before, literally at work when technology wasn't really, you know, kicking up the pace, especially with phones. I actually was reading newspapers before, and literally there was so much interesting stuff in it, but at the same time, literally the words were actually not right. Now, if you guys don't know what I'm trying to say, they twist people's words a lot. Twist. So, I know nowadays mostly it is facts, people don't want twisted words, or people used to actually do that to celebrities where they would say, you said this? Well, we'll twist that words. Thank you very much. That's going to be in our next article tomorrow. There are stuff like that that's out there. It's definitely something that people should be literally checking out, getting the right information. If you see something like that, make sure it's the right information. Don't actually believe one particular article anywhere, because technically, if it's not the right, you know, one that you look towards to, if it's not the right information, that's definitely something you should not be, you know, looking forward to for that article to come up. So the way I see it is that if you don't trust that article, literally go look and make sure it's the right article. So, because technically Pewdiepie explained a lot more today, and the way I see it is that he explained a lot more than what papers tell so far. And he also says, well, that people are just reading the article titles. Because technically, like I said, it is clickbait. And people get paid literally by going on the articles. If people don't realize that, any article you go onto, it can be literally an official newspaper website. They are getting paid because you're jumping on their website. If nobody realizes that, that is true. Anywhere on the internet nowadays, you can get paid by literally having advertisement anywhere on the thing. It can be literally small or literally huge. Depending on how much they are paying you, that is definitely what's going to happen. They're going to put the advertisement somewhere to show people and then you can click on it if you want. But technically, even if it's at the bottom, and people don't usually go at the bottom, there's always advertisements down there as well. So literally in general, it doesn't matter what website you go to, you get paid no matter what. You could probably make $5 million like PewDiePie does for anything else. I'm just saying, like literally you can, just by doing clickbait. You can make a freaking media website and be like clickbait, and then pretty much make tons of money off of that. So technically yes, okay, there's other ways, but at the same time clickbait is not literally the best way to look at things. And people know that because of videos. Technically videos show a lot more about clickbait than articles and all that stuff, because technically it's just words and not video shown, because we see more visualized for clickbait than actually reading. So it's technically, you gotta keep an eye on that stuff very well. And like I said, PewDiePie is still kind of in the wrong, but at the same time he definitely has a lot more positive stuff that should be going towards him than Warner Bros. Warner Bros is literally already not being let go. But for PewDiePie and for the other YouTubers, maybe they could be let off, maybe. But who knows? It depends on the FTC, I think it's called. And literally it's up to them to decide who is going to be let go of this incident and who's not. So the way I see it is that there are clickbaits that we should be keeping an eye on to. And technically, YouTubers are not in the wrong. Especially, yes, I know, like I said, PewDiePie is in the articles. That's the click part thing. People just look towards that more than they are YouTubers. So they're probably, maybe your favorite YouTuber out there actually does that stuff and actually maybe did it for the game, for Warner Bros. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they did. I'm just saying, but you don't know what, you don't know what can happen out there. That's what I'm trying to say. You don't know what can go out. And also too, he already puts down in every video, like he showed, which is literally sponsored by whoever. So the way I see it is that at least he's putting it out, he's telling people in the description at least, and it's right there for people's evidence to say that he got paid, no matter what. So the way I see it, he's technically, like I said, he's in the right, but at the same time, the positive thing, nah, he shouldn't have took that money in general. I understand that, but other than that, that's pretty much it. Just want to talk about this whole freaking clickbait and the whole article and all that stuff. So the way I see it is that we should just keep an eye a lot more on what we should be reading, the real facts, than actually trying to go towards clickbait. Now, like I said, PewDiePie was more named for the articles, so that's why it became a big thing for articles and clickbait and all that shit. But technically, I know if you guys are watching this video, you're probably going to go, well, you're talking about it too, blah, blah, blah. Well, technically, I'm just talking about what the defending side is for media, because technically the true media side, I can tell, is actually trying to show the bad side of the media, literally that way. So the way I see is that maybe we should actually be reading the good articles a lot more than the bad articles. That's pretty much all I'm trying to talk about, is the articles, not PewDiePie. Sure, I mentioned a few things about him because of what he said in the video, but other than that, that's pretty much it. I'm not trying to be a clickbaiter here. I'm just trying to explain what the frick is going on with everybody with this damn frickin' PewDiePie thing, because literally all it is on my frickin' phone is PewDiePie! What the frick, man? I don't mind the videos of PewDiePie, but when I get frickin' media shit all over my phone, I don't really want to see that all the time, okay? Especially if it's one frickin' article every frickin' minute, okay? It can drive someone crazy. Just saying. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed watching this video. This was a great video, right? I definitely love it. You will love this video too. This is definitely trying to pretty much say what a clickbait is. Anyways, I literally, that was just a joke. Hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. That's all that matters to me the most. I enjoy doing what I do. I don't give a shit about this damn sponsor shit that you see on YouTube. Literally, if you love YouTube, go for YouTube. Be YouTube. Do whatever the frick you want with YouTube. But if you enjoy what the hell you do on YouTube, go for that and don't think about the money. That's all I gotta say for now. So hope you guys enjoyed watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace out, everybody. Have a great day.